How to positively connect with a challenging student. There are a lot of different ways to do this. A lot of them rely on, or most of them even rely on, getting to know the student on a more personal level, or creating some kind of personal connection with the student. Simple things might be like going to see them in a sports game after school that they're involved in, or a recital or a performance that they're involved in. At the elementary level, one way to do that is to join them at recess when they're playing foursquare or wall ball, and join in the game so that they can feel a little bit kind of more personally connected to you, not as the authority figure, but more as a concerned but friendly adult. And that will often break down their feelings of resistance towards you if you're struggling with that particular student. A more structured way to bring about personal connection with students is to try a strategy we call the 2x10 strategy. This is a strategy where you look for 2 minutes a day, 10 days in a row, to have a personal connection with a particularly challenging student on anything the student happens to be interested in, as long as the topic of conversation is G-rated. 2 minutes a day, 10 days in a row. The research on this was done by a man named Raymond Vladkowski, and his research indicates that if you do the 2x10 with a particularly challenging student, their behavior can improve by up to 85%. And they aren't the only ones who will improve, right? The whole class will improve, because when this particular student does better, everybody does better, if they're that much of a disruption initially. And what's happening there, at least in my mind, is that kids who are super challenging for us have a constantly cramping muscle. And that muscle is cramping because they want, but they don't have, a personal connection with an adult authority figure. And for most students, that desire for personal connection is paramount to learning content. So when they act out, it's just their way of saying that this need has not yet been met. When that need is met, when they do feel connected to us, that muscle relaxes, they relax, and they are more able to focus and pay attention and do the things that we want them to do in the classroom. One other way to connect with students is to find ways to be funny with them. Tell jokes, have them tell jokes, set it up in a super structured way so that you don't get inappropriate jokes, but bringing levity and humor and laughter into the classroom really lowers the defenses of challenging students and can help us really positively connect with them and the whole class at the same time. Those are some ideas for positively connecting with students.